Title: Dutch diggers discover 4,000-year-old Netherlands Netherhenge. Tiel, DR. In the Dutch town of Tiel, archaeologists strike gold, not literally, just metaphorically. Bummer. They discovered a 4,000-year-old religious sanctuary cheekily coined as the Netherhenge. Think Stonehenge, but in clogs. This solar calendar burial mound housed the remains of around 60 folks. Also, in what's probably the most extra intercontinental delivery service, they found a Mesopotamian glass bead that traveled roughly 5,000 kilometers over 4 millennia ago. Talk about vintage. In Tiel, a small Dutch village about as far from Utrecht as a few good bike rides, 50 kilometers, for those who need the numbers, a spectacular find was unearthed. The archaeologists, who began their historical treasure hunt in 2017, discovered a religious sanctuary aged around 4,000 years, containing a burial mound and, wait for it, a sun-powered calendar. How cool is that? The scientists studied differences in clay composition and color, unearthing 3 burial mounds a few miles off from the Vaal River's banks. Let's appreciate for a moment the sheer chutzpah of our ancestors. The main mound is around 20 meters in diameter and is perfectly aligned to the sun's movements. Hey Siri, what's the date today? Was so 2023, in the 2000s BC there were more like, hey, sun. But the surprises didn't end there, oh no. Just when you think the folks from the past couldn't possibly be more extra, they left us another gift. Tucked inside a grave was a solitary glass bead, but not just any glass bead. This shiny trinket took a 5,000-kilometer road trip from Mesopotamia, that's modern-day Iraq, for those who skipped history class. Talk about a well-traveled accessory. So now we're left scratching our heads, thinking about what life was like 4,000 years ago. Who was the person who treasured this bead? Were they a fashion-forward influencer of the Bronze Age, or was it a cherished gift from a Mesopotamian relative? And how did the Dutchies of yore know exactly when to throw their epic harvest festivals without Google Calendar? And lastly, and arguably most importantly, what does this tell us about our ancestors? Are we as innovative and resourceful as them? Or have we lost some of that brilliance in our technology-driven world? Olive skin, olive skin. Please remember folks, while we're having fun with this, we're not archaeologists, and this isn't archaeological advice. Always consult your local archaeologist before unearthing 4,000-year-old burial mounds. They've trained years for this, and we don't want to make their jobs harder. So, dear readers, the ball is now in your court. Could our ancestors have taught us a thing or two about being resourceful and innovative? And what do you make of that globe-trotting glass bead? Is there a long-lost tale of trade, travel, or perhaps even theft waiting to be told? Comment below. Let's get this ancient party started.